I may have just found the best offense in Madden 26, featuring one of the most annoying plays in the game, great passing plays, and unstoppable runs as well. And the good thing about this offense, it has a lot of formations where you can audible to where you can have a good balanced offense. The playbook that we are going to be in is the Falcons offensive playbook, and right here we're mainly going to be focused on our gun bunch tight end, but the formations we're really going to be focused on is our gun bunch tight end, our gun bunch offset, our gun bunch, and then of course our Y off trips close. In our gun bunch tight end right here with my audibles, I have boomerang, PAY wheel, RPO alert, bubble, bunch levels, and mesh. When running offense like this, you want to make sure that your bunch is on the wide side of the field, then come out in your RPO alert bubble almost every single play, and you want to run this just to keep your opponent honest, really. Force them to have to respect the bubble. What we're really trying to do is we're creating a matchup where there's two defenders with two blockers, so we're guaranteed going to pick up some nice positive yards, unless, you know, a crazy shed or something like that happens. But as you can see right here, 10 yards, and every single time I run this, we're picking up a positive gain. The only way people can really guard this is man coverage, but right there was man coverage, and as you can see, the defender kind of got caught up on the blocker, so even against man coverage, you can throw this as well. Right here, the inside zone right up the middle to pick up a 10-15 yards, and I mean, as you can see right there, that that hole opened up pretty wide for us. But the next play we have is the boomerang PAY wheel, and all I want to do is streak my slot receiver, have a curl on my inside receiver, but route stem all the way down, so he's kind of like a hitch. Then I'm going to hike the ball, and we're really just going to read circle, X, and then square. Now right here, as you can see, the hitch is just wide open. That really helps with the wheel route. So if the defenders, like the linebackers, go with the wheel route, then we throw our hitch. If they stick with the hitch, then we throw our wheel route. Right here, against man coverage, it's not going to be the best man beater, but right there, as you can see, Drake London cooked the man coverage on that little sharp cutting post right there. Right there, the linebacker stays home on the hitch, and then we have our tight end wide open on that little wheel route. So that's why we have that hitch. Just make the read, and you should be good from there. Our next play is bunch levels. And this play I actually do kind of like. I like to streak my tight end, have a flat on my running back, have a crosser on my slot receiver, have a drag on my inside receiver, then a return on my outside receiver. Our first read is going to be our running back. He's not there, so we're going to take our drag right up the field. Right here, if you want to, you can motion him out, and then you can put him on a quick out route. This might help with better spacing and stuff like that. But our second read is just going to be this crosser to our slot receiver. That is decent against man, but even better against zone. It's not the craziest man beater, but it is definitely a good zone beater. And then if nothing of that is getting open, then we can throw our little return route that does really good against zone coverage, against match coverage and man coverage. It isn't the greatest. It's pretty bad actually, but against a lot of zone coverages, you're going to be able to find that in the back end of that play. But right here, our mesh play, we're just going to streak our slot receiver. We're going to just put a text route on our running back, and just like that, we have a little trail concept with our tight end and our running back, and then we have a corner out concept, a flood concept on the left side. So right here, that corner out doesn't do a very good job of beating man, but our running back absolutely cooked the man coverage right there. Michael Penix just sucks, man. All right, I don't know what to say about that, but right there, our corner out cooked. I just missed the read, but again, we have backup options. We have a drag, we have a Texas route, but then our corner out, we pass lead that baby down, and just like that, we have a wide open corner out. Just make sure you're not going to get switch stick. The next formation we have up is bunch offset, and in my audibles, I have a wide trail, bench pivot, I have verticals, and then PA cheat switch dig. Now right here in my wide trail, I have a bunch of different setups, but my favorite one is just having a zig on my tight end, having a streak on my slot receiver, then having a Texas route on my running back. So we basically have a high-low read. We're just basically going to read our Texas route, and then our unique post route with Mooney right here. So as you can see, it is man coverage. Against man coverage, you can just throw this quick little zig right here, pick up your, nice 10 yards. But against zone, we're just really going to be focusing on this little Texas route. So the linebackers went up to guard that post. That's when we throw our Texas route right underneath it. This play has pretty good spacing, so you should be able to read the field pretty well. But right here, as you can see, Darnell Mooney beats the man coverage. We pass lead that outside. But again, right here, the streak pushed the safety deep, and then right there, the post wide open. So wide trail, definitely a good play, especially with that unique post route. It's really good. Next play, we have bench pivot. Now, I recommend having your bunch on the wide side of the field for this play right here. And you can either put your tight end on a slant, or you can put him on a drag. I like to have him on a drag. And then I have a running back flat right here. Running back flat isn't necessary. I just like to send 5 out a lot. But our first read is just going to be the tight end underneath right here. And since that flat zone, or flat route, sorry, is pushing those flat zones to the sideline, then we can have that drag just fit right in between there. Our next read is just going to be this little double move with our slot receiver right here, and it does really, really good against zone. Not as good against man coverage like it was last year. Right here, see, finds a nice soft spot in those zones right there, and you know, it's a good little short yard play. And our last and final read is just going to be this little in route with our receiver right here. It does really, really good against man. Our next play right here is verticals. Again, I would recommend running this to the wide side of the field. You need to put your running back on a Texas route or a streak route. Against man coverage, you probably want to put him on a Texas route. And as you can see, our Texas route obviously is going to get open if Michael Penix can hit a throw. Against zone right here, you're going to have the running back more often than not on this little streak route. Then you can make a couple defenders miss. Your next read in this play is just going to be the tight end wheel route that does a really good job at hitting up the seam right there. Your next read, of course, is going to be this crossing route with your wide receiver. Very bad pass by Michael Penix again, but great catch by Ray McLeod. Underrated route is the wide receiver little wheel route that you can throw when they get upfield. So if they're not playing hard flats, then you can throw that almost immediately. Work as kind of like a flat route. Our next play is the PA switch dig. Again, I'm going to flip it so my bunch is on the wide side of the field. Then I just like to have a streak with my running back. I like to have a deep crosser on my outside receiver. I like to have a streak on my tight end, then a return route on my wide receiver. The next play up is the PA switch dig. And again, I want to run this to the wide side of the field. So make sure your bunch is on the wide side of the field right here. And then I like to put a streak on my running back. I like to have a deep crosser on my solo wide receiver, then have a streak on my tight end, then a wide receiver return route on my slot. Really, your first read almost every single time, though, should be Bijan, but unfortunately, he doesn't, it's man coverage. So against man coverage, not going to be the best. But your second read really should be Bijan Robinson, that down the field right here. Since that that streak with the tight end and that little wheel route, motioned over wheel route, is pushing all those zones deep, you should have Bijan almost every single time. And honestly, your third read should be this crosser right here. That's going to do really, really good since the tight end is pushing all those zones deep. Right here, as you can see, against man coverage right there, that's a perfect example. That cheap motion wheel route gets... It's like the corner and the linebacker kind of switched assignments right there, and the linebacker got matched up on the receiver right there. And obviously, last but not least, we have the Y off trips close. In our audibles, of course, we have the Y option wheel, halfback power, motion corners, and then tight end whip. When running this formation, you just want to make sure that your bunch is on the wide side of the field. Just slant your tight end quick, a return route on our slot receiver, then have a flat route with our running back. So we're basically just going to read our flat with our running back first, our tight end, then our return route, then this deep post. And this deep post is actually really good at beating man coverage. But right there, slant, obviously slant from the tight end position is going to be a good man beater. They have a little corner blitz going, but now we have this deep post with Darnell Mooney. If nothing else fails, we have this little return route, or if all else fails, I think it's called. I think that's the saying. But our next play we have is motion corners. Let's just have a streak on my running back, then a Texas route with my running back, and then a flat route with my slot receiver. This little motioned over corner route is just going to do a good job at basically just attacking that left side. Make sure there is a threat there. Right there, as you can see, we have a nice little corner route. Again, our main focus in this play is this right side little slant route, this delayed slant that's going to get nice and open, since it's like it sits there as like a smoke screen, then it comes out and runs a actual route. So basically just a delayed route. Your opponent's not going to really expect it. And then obviously, you know, you have the running back Texas route. We all know how good running back Texas routes are. So we basically have the Texas route on the left middle of the field, then that delayed slant on the right side of the field, just the right middle of the field. So our next play is the tight end whips, and all I like to do is just streak my outside receiver and then have a flat on my running back. And then just like that, we have one of the better plays in the game right here against man coverage. It does a pretty good job. If you get a good pass lead, it has a good rack animation. As you can see, you can get away from defenders. Right here, I think it's a blitz, so I am going to block my my running back. But right here, the slant, or the post route, sorry, the deep post route, does a pretty good job at running away from the man coverage right there. All right, that's my little mini scheme with the Atlanta Falcons playbook. That's the playbook I'm in right now. I think it's very good. If you guys do like the video, though, leave a like, comment, subscribe, of course, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.